But what I will say is, if you get anything out of this video about running injured, don't do it because some fool on YouTube does it. It's something that you should approach with your physio or your medical practitioner, might be a doctor, and take the appropriate advice. Really think about it. Maybe the injury is something too big to be actually running on, but then again, you might be able to run through your injuries, and the best way to do that is to speak to your physio, your sports physio, and get them to work out what's best for it, what's the best for you. Ask the question, how do I keep running? And they'll tell you whether it's possible, which they've always said it to me it is. Good morning folks, Matt here on the planet, and today we are supposed to be out for a 32 kilometre long run, but I managed to pick up a bit of an injury. So if you'd have seen me on Strava, or haven't seen me on Strava last week, I've been a bit short in terms of the mileage. I ran on Monday, did about 16 kilometres, and then we didn't do anything until yesterday morning, until Saturday morning, and I only did 5k on Saturday morning. I managed to catch a bit of a stomach bug. I think it was, we had some kefir that had gone off, and still drank it, and didn't really react well with my stomach. And my stomach was so pressurised up that it was just difficult to sleep on. So I couldn't actually sleep on my stomach, and I tend to sleep a lot on my stomach. And I think my knee was just in a bit of a funny situation. So on the day before, I'd gone out and run like 22 kilometres, I'd done that 5k at marathon goal pace, so it was just relatively easy. I didn't feel any problem with my knee at all. And then the next day, just after I'd had the bad keeper, I say it might be. It might not be the bad keeper, it might be something else. Yeah, my knee was bust, and I just couldn't walk properly on it, can't straighten my knee and the extremities. It's gradually got better. After taking a bit of time off, and my dad's over visiting from Canada, so we managed to go down to London and have a few days down there and walking around. Probably did about 7-8 kilometres walking around London on probably been Friday, and that was quite good. I think actually helped my knee just to kind of, even though I can't fully extend it and fully retract it, it kind of helps a bit. And I did a bit of a test yesterday, went out and ran 5 kilometres. Relatively easy pace, and it seemed okay. So yeah, today I'm supposed to be running 32 kilometres. It won't happen, I don't think. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get 5 or 10k, maybe I'll get 15-20. We'll just have to see how it goes, see what I can do. If it starts there, I'll just stop and then go back. But the funny thing is, it's difficult and comfortable to walk on, just partly because my brain slightly don't fully extend the knee. But you don't do that when you're running, so it's much easier. So I think it's going to be a lot easier and a lot more comfortable to run on. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Got some pizza from last night, homemade. Wife made it. Really, really good, really tasty. Beef and pineapple. Just make sure I've got the carbs up. I'm not eating a lot of bread at the moment. That's what we're doing. I've got a couple of Molten Gels. I use these quite a lot, and just so I'm not eating Molten all the time. It's so boring. I've got some of these Precision Gels as well, so I use those today. Depending on how much I get on, I've got 3 with us, so depending on how far I go, I might not use one of them. We'll just see how it goes. I will be going to the physio. Couldn't get in this week, couldn't get in next week coming, but I've booked in for the week after, so I'll probably go along anyway, even if I don't think I'll be fully recovered, but even if I recover quite well, I'll be going along there. and seeing how things go. After I booked the appointment, they did phone us up to say that if they get a cancellation, I might be able to get in early, so fingers crossed I might be able to get in a bit sooner. What I do is when I'm injured is I keep a record, I keep a spreadsheet of everything I've got. So it's been well over 2 years since I've had a proper injury now, and I can look back and I can see, and I've made a note of the advice that I was given. I've got a note of the type of runs I was doing and how I was feeling on the runs, and sort of kind of like, yes, it's a knee injury, but what I look through my notes is one of the things that the physio says is pretty much sure that I wouldn't have ligament damage or tendon damage if my knee hadn't massively swollen up. So that's quite reassuring, and that it's probably just some kind of muscle damage. My knee does feel like it's not properly aligned for some reason, but I don't know what that is, but he'll tell us what it is, I'm sure. We'll get that sorted out. Right, so I'm going to finish off with a little bit of pizza. I've got some electrolyte water as well, and I'll let you know we'll go to the physio, how the leg's improving. But obviously we've got the Great North Run in a few weeks' time, and there are a couple of specific workouts I'm going to do for that, so it's probably looking a bit more unlikely now that we'll be trying to push to break the 90 minutes just because of the way the knee feels at the moment. But anyway, let's get out and enjoy this run, and I'll let you know. I won't tell you which knee I've bust, but you can have a look at the video when I'm running around, and let me know in the comments if you think it's the left or the right knee. Okay, right, we'll speak to you soon.
Sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show.
Here's a lovely morning on the quayside. Look at that. Woo! Maybe a bit too warm, but maybe later it's all right. So yes, you can run injured, but there's a couple of things to consider. I mean, I'm running, I've just done, there's a kilometre now, and I don't feel no pain at all on my knees, but I know I can't walk properly. It's a bit funny. So until I tried it this morning, you never know whether you can run or not, but so far it's okay. Maybe I'll start getting a bit painful later on, but we'll see. But literally, hand on heart, I feel no problem with my knee at all at the moment in the run. But you've also got to be conscious of the fact that when you're running and you've got an injury, your body's, whether you're doing it consciously or subconsciously, your body's going to compensate for something that's off. So just be careful. You might focus that strength training on the bad knee, but still do it on the good knee, and maybe even a bit more, because that knee is going to need to support, you know, do more work probably. I'm probably not realizing it, but maybe it's doing a bit more stabilization work. So on a shorter run probably wouldn't notice it, but on a harder run you would do. And when you get to the steps, take it easy. The first kilometre I just put in, I think it was 7 minutes per kilometre, which is, you know, rather slow for even my easy pace, but that's okay. Just want to get the aerobic miles in. We're aerobic base building this month, aren't we? Of course we are this month, and next month is that, but there's still going to be a little bit of speed dabbling, because I'm not going to lose all that speed that we developed and we've got over the last couple of months, a few months or something like that, the last training block. Yes, it's a good opportunity to work on running form, because it could be bad running form that's got you injured. Doesn't mean to say it is. Could be just the bad kefir like I did, but it's a chance. I've been injured. I'm running slower, so I'm not thinking about pace and pushing the heart rate or anything. I'm just here running easy, and yeah, why can't my running form be right? Can I think about making sure that the balance is right on my legs, and my hips are pushed forward, so I've got good form. I'm not a heel striker, so I don't want to land on the heel too much. Am I doing that on one foot slightly? You know, a few things to think about as I'm going on the run. I don't use earphones on the run. I used to use them a long time ago. These days, don't even think about grabbing them when I go out of the house anymore. Very rarely having music on while I'm running, because I'm thinking about the running form, heart rate, pace, all that kind of stuff. Checking my watch too much. Woo! And then running injured, the other thing to think about is you really want to be comfortable, especially if it's a knee injury, or any of your leg injuries really. So yes, I'm wearing a relatively new pair of the Alpha Vaporflies, and unfortunately these pair are what I wore for Manchester a couple of times, and I've got very little miles on, and I kind of kept to myself from a Manchester shoe, but unfortunately the soles have got a split in them, and we picked up a bit of glass or something on the run, but a bit of a shame. So obviously it's quite a hot day today, and I'm wearing white, so just trying to make it as easy as possible, and of course the pace is slowing down. So we're 5 kilometers in, average pace 6:14 per kilometer. Appreciate we've been stopping a bit for filming and stuff, but just steady away. But yeah, legs feeling good, and let's crack on. Of course, running injured, there's a big risk, isn't there? So my leg feels fine now, but do I know whether I'm not straining the bit that's injured at all? So the muscles maybe protecting my knee or something like that, and I get a bit of a jolt and I do a serious injury. That's a risk, I know. To be honest, now the way I'm feeling, I don't think it's the case, but who knows, it could be the case. So really what I should be doing is stopping my running in that respect. But it's a trade-off, it's a balance between what I think I can still do in my training to maintain the fitness and not really drop anything from my training, and come out the other side and arrive at Valencia with the full potential to run that 3:10 marathon. But a calculated risk, isn't it? So not just turning up and running, really thought about it, how I was going to do it. I've had basically 5 days since my last run to think about how I was going to run today, you know, and that's what it takes. Let's crack on. So if we're just like 8.5 kilometers in now, which is going really well, and you know, I'm running here at
5:30 pace now, actually, just trundling along nicely. Average pace 6 or 7. So but I've just got the phone call from the wife, and she's actually gonna have to go to work early, so I'm gonna have to take her back and drop her off. So I'll probably only run 13, 14 kilometers, I think, today on the quayside, which is a shame because I really think about 25k's in me today. Probably if I really want to take a risk, I'll go up to 32 or something, whatever. But I think what I'll do is I'll take her to work, and then I'll come back. Well, I won't come back here, but I'll go run somewhere home. Try and find somewhere else we can finish off the run today, and get the distance up. So I'll probably run at least another 10 after this. But yeah, go check out the Strava data, it's all on there if you're interested for today's run. But I'm gonna have to crack on now and try and make it home in time. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Woo.